Hey YouTubers, Pork here. Sorry it's been a while since I've done a video. Just been busy and haven't got time. But I recently invested in these Karrimor D30 men's running shoes. So I thought it was about time I do a video on them. I have them now about 5.5, maybe 6 weeks. And I put about 50 miles of running into them. I'm just after doing a 5-mile run there. I'm literally just back. The sweat's hopping on me here. So I thought it was about time I done a video on them and weighed up the pros and cons of these shoes compared to other shoes like Asics, which are the #1 kind of running shoe that people buy. I don't really know much about these shoes. Well, I've done a bit of research on them, but off the top of my head I have the laptop here in front of me of all the features these Karrimor shoes have. So they've got a nice lace up system here, which is very, when you tighten them up, it's nice and tight round the ankle. You don't have to worry about the laces opening up or anything like that, so long as you keep a double knot in them. They've got TPU hot melt seamless overlayer. So what this here is all this plastic and material, this design in it. It's not stitched. You don't have to worry about the stitching ripping over time. I was slightly worried that at the beginning with the hot melt, you know, the glue could wear off, it could start splitting, but I haven't seemed to have had that problem. So this is all hot melt material here. It's all stuck to the fabric. There's it's not peeling off in any areas. As I said, at 50 miles in them, so I've put a good bit of running, well, what I consider a good bit of running on them. Other features to this running, so it's all mesh material here at the front and at the sides. There's good, which is all ventilation, which is pretty good. You know, it does a good job of not making your foot sweat. Come to think of it now, my socks aren't soaked with sweat now, so they're not. So it does exactly what it says on the tin. You know, it's a mesh material and it lets your foot breathe. Inside, I'm not sure what kind of sole we have, but it's kind of like, it's pretty soft. It doesn't seem to be standard enough. So yeah, look at it. Kind of, these runners for £70, so obviously you'd expect to get a reasonably good sole, and you can see that it's a memory type sole. So it is. So it gives you that extra bit of cushioning on your feet, so it does, so which is pretty good. So you have the sole, which gives you a bit of cushioning. Then you've got the D30 material here, which is this new design. If you go onto YouTube, you can see Karrimor actually has a video of that D30 material on exactly what it does and what its features are. So we have it here and we have it here underneath. We also got the gel sole incorporated into it here, so we have as well, and we've got a bit of gel here around the front as well. We've got a very robust, what would you call it, tight plasticky rubber material here. We've got good soles in it. They're not fibrin soles or anything like that, but they're good running soles that they have. Mine aren't starting to wear, absolutely no perishes, no wear in them yet at all. However, when I say that here, on this one here, not sure if you can see, there's a lot of wear in here on the toe of the sole. That's not manufacturer's fault or anything. That's due to myself when I'm running. I have a force of habit when I'm running along. I sometimes just kick my toe off the ground deliberately. For what reason, I don't know. It's just some wee stupid habit I have. So what's happening here is you can see that it has started to wear out. It actually bothers me why I do that, because it slows my pace down, so it does. And as we can see, these 70 or 80 pound, 79 pound runners are starting to wear here because of my habit and my stupidity. So I've been trying my best not to do it, and yeah, I seem to be getting away from that now. Not really much more I can say about these runners compared to Asics. I don't know a great deal about Asics. I know a lot of people wear Asics. I know they're very expensive, anywhere from €100 upwards. I've never been really a fan of Asics. I am a big Karrimor fan. I've never had any problems with their gear yet. I do a lot of Karrimor reviews, so I do, and you know, I've done a bit of research on all the Karrimor runners, what ones is on the market and what ones is out there. You have these ones that just have the foam the whole way around. You know, it's kind of like wavy type foam on the whole sole. I didn't want that. I don't really think it's the best. Now that's only my assumption and my opinion. I don't think they're the best. I wanted something with gel soles in it, because I had trial running shoes before from Karrimor and they had the big gel sole in it, and the reason I don't have them is I left them in Australia to save weight, so I did. Sorry about that, I'm pretty thirsty after that run. I left them in Australia, and they were probably the best runners I ever had. The gel cushioning in them, the trial shoe, the sole at the bottom, give good grip on gravel, etc. So I wanted a runner with gel sole in it, and then obviously with this new D30 material that I've seen, I don't know how new it is. I researched it, I checked out some of the videos and pros and cons on it, and I said, look, I'd invest the extra bit of money and paid £80 for these runners. I initially was going to buy a pair of £23 Karrimor just normal running shoes. I think that did have the gel in it, but I just bit the bullet and spent that extra bit of money on these good branded runners here, the D30 ones, Karrimor D30 men's running shoes. I have no regrets in investing the money in these. They're definitely a great shoe. What I will say is initially I'm an 8.5, which is what, 42 in euro, so it's 8.5 UK is my size of foot. So and they did do them in an 8.5. I was going to go to 8.5, that's the size of my foot, but to give you that extra half a size or half an inch bigger, I went for the 9. So everything I normally do buy is a 9, so I have that extra wee bit of space in it. These are a tight 9, and sometimes I question, should I have went for the 9.5, would have been too big then, but for a 9, which should have given me an extra half an inch or a quarter of an inch, I don't have it. My foot is, I would say about 2 or 3 minutes top. I don't have a great deal of space, so what I'm saying to you guys out there, if you are genuinely a 9 and you want to go that half a size bigger, it might be worth going to an extra 2 sizes bigger. So if you're 9, go for possibly a 10 rather than the 9.5. Again, look, that's entirely up to yourself. That's just the way it was with me, so I'm actually delighted I went with the 9 and not the 8.5, even though the 9 doesn't give me that much more spacing. Sorry, it's getting away from the point there compared to ASIC runners. Look, I don't know much about ASICs. I know all the runners wear them. I like to promote the Karrimor gear. It's very good gear. I've never had any problems with it whatsoever. So for all you runners out there debating whether to, if you need a new pair of runners and you're debating whether to spend 120, 30 or 50 euro on a pair of ASICs, I'm trying to promote these Karrimor runners at £80, which is probably the equivalent of just under 100 euro. I'm going to go as far and say I can compare them to ASIC stuff. They are very good. I haven't had any problems with them. Every feature that they do have has not let me down. There's no busting in them. The seams are great. The ventilation in the runner's great. The memory foam sole inside for the cushioning plus the gel so is great. As I said, I put about 50 miles in them and there's absolutely no wear and tear on them, and I have no problems with them at all. So guys, I hope you really appreciate what you've done. If you want to know any more questions, feel free to leave some comments in the comment box and I'll try answer them the best as I can. Thank you.